Everybody's laughing. Why? You feel good. The moment you have a good thought, you feel good. If I told you to think of your enemy who stole your money, how would you feel? So when you have good thoughts, you feel good. When you have a pessimistic thought, you feel bad. So why don't you have a good thought? I'll give you a true example, true story. Then we'll try and end up gradually because time is coming up. But I'll tell you a true story. I was hired to be a coach of a lady in Canada. True story. She was accused of murder. This lady was accused of murder. She was accused of murdering her husband. And they asked me to coach her. And I was quite nervous because this lady, first of all, had no job, no money. She had 2 young kids. And the husband's family said, she's killed him. The cops said that she's killed him. The wife's family said she's killed him. So what am I going to tell her? Think positive? She's lost her husband. She's accused of murder. She has no money. She has no job. And she has 2 young kids. So I was quite shaky when I went. I was put in the deep end. So I met her for an hour. And she was very calm. She was very peaceful. And I was the one who was shaky. She was coaching me, I think, for an hour. So I left the meeting and I said, how can she be so calm? I was grappling with it. And then I realized, in this lady's life, everything was dark. Everything was dark. She had lost her husband, she had no money, she had no job, the kids were so small, everybody's accusing her, everything was dark. But there was one small bright spot. What do you think her bright spot was? What do you think her bright spot was? Normally women get it right this question, normally. She had 2 young children, and she was innocent. So she said, look, I'm innocent, I didn't kill him. Okay? Somebody said she was happy because the husband had gone. But seriously, she was innocent. She didn't kill him. Okay? And secondly, she had 2 young kids who she loved dearly. So she said, look, if I listen to everybody else, I'm going to get depressed. My kids are going to be taken away, and my life will be gone. She bounced back. The case happened. She was innocent, proven innocent. She's now working. The kids are at school. Of course, she had some financial difficulties because the husband had gone, but she bounced back. So if a woman in this kind of situation can bounce back, I'm sure none of us here have bigger problems than that. But where do we focus? Focus on what you can do, what your influence is, what the good things is about your life, and suddenly it has an impact on the other stuff. I'll tell you something. Happiness is not a set of circumstances. Happiness is a set of attitudes. Napoleon had power. He had prestige. He had a beautiful wife. He had everything a man craves for. And yet before he died, he said, I have not known 6 happy days in my life. Helen Keller was blind almost all her life. And yet before she died, she wrote, I found life to be so fulfilling, so gorgeous. A classic example is not what you have, it's who you are. Happiness is not an outside factor, it's an inside matter. So what you focus on becomes your life. So if people around you are negative, walk away from them. And when you think negative, you accept it and you change course and focus on the good things. Yeah? Okay, so I can't take any more questions, but I'll be around for one-on-one. But let me summarize, okay? The idea of the business balance beyond is that all of you are business people. And by the way, one thing I've noticed in Africa and in India and in Asia, in my travels, I find that Canada and USA are becoming more balanced than the other countries. In the past, the other countries were more balanced. Now, all the other countries are trying to follow US and becoming imbalanced. And US is looking at the East and learning the balance. Seriously. Because nowadays people work long hours, they have no time for health, no time for spirituality, no time for kids. The kids are being looked after nannies. What I'm saying is, it doesn't have to be like that. You can have success and you can have balance. You can have success and you can have happiness. And you can have success and you can have significance. So it's the harmony of business, balance, and beyond. And by the way, everybody is in business. A housewife is in a business, A school teacher is in the business, Mandela was in the business, Mother Teresa was in the business, and so is the CEO. A housewife is the CEO of the household. A teacher is a CEO, or his business is to inspire children to unleash their potential. Mandela's teaching or business was to create freedom for South Africa. Teresa's business was to help the poor. And the CEO of a business is to make money and to serve the clients. So we're all in business. So in business, what is important is to be efficient, to be effective, to build capacity, to create a positive culture, to have leadership. These are applying to all businesses. So that's important. And then comes balance. And the more your soul is nourished, the more it helps your body, the more it helps your mind. The more your mind is active, it helps your body, helps the soul. The more your body is active, it helps the mind, helps the soul. The synergistic effect of the body, of the mind, of the soul. And by balance, you get a deeper sense of success. Balance leads to more success, not less. And then comes beyond. Success without happiness is a failure. I became successful, but I'm not happy. Well, what's the point? You're chasing the wrong goals. So beyond is important. Beyond also means give back. Your life is measured when you go back to your Creator. You'll be asked, okay, you come back. Show me your bruises. What have you done? How many people did you help? Did you leave the world a better place than you found it? What are you going to say? And did you open your gift, the gift you're born with? People never open their birthday gift. You know where the genius lies? In the graves. People have died not opening their gift. Imagine Lionel Messi was a goalkeeper. What would happen? What a waste. 5'2". A goalkeeper would be playing Division 6 instead of playing for Barcelona and being the world's best player as a striker. So maybe you are playing the wrong position. Maybe. Find your gift. I failed my exams, she said, Form 4. When I look at the newspaper, all these guys, I was one of them. Seriously, these people who have failed Form 4, I was one of them. I got the worst result in the history of the college. I went to Mombasa, I also failed. I was a gone case. But my friends, the past does not equal the future. Yeah. The past is the past. The past is the past. And we have to tell these Form 4 kids that the past does not matter. Even Einstein was regarded as a kid with attention deficit or whatever. And he became who he became. So we are all geniuses. We are all nature's greatest miracle. Don't put anybody down. Don't put anybody down. They may not be good at science. They may not be good at accounting, but they may be good at something. We as parents' job is to inspire our children. Two best gifts you can give your children, two best gifts, are roots and wings. Roots is the ethics and principles that we teach our children so they will not succumb to temptation. And wings is the self-esteem by which they will believe in themselves so, again, they don't succumb to temptation. And if you give them those two gifts, they will survive and they will thrive and they will flourish. Otherwise, you give them everything else, but they don't have principles and they don't have self-esteem, they will struggle. Yeah, very important. So, this is the business balance beyond. And all of us have power within. And to sum up today's session, we have talked about 5 commitments, which are embodied in the word power. P-O-W-E-R. P stands for power of giving. The more you give, the more you have. O stands for open your birthday gift. W stands for have a winning attitude. Aim high to reach high. E is for enlightened persistence. Persist till you succeed, but if you're chasing the wrong goals, you exit. R is for rejuvenation. Your body, your mind, your spirit. We've covered these 5. If you make these 5 commitments, you tap into your power. Not power outside you, but power within you. Oliver Wendell Holmes says, what lies before you and what lies behind you are tiny matters compared to what lies within you. So it doesn't matter what lies before you and what lies behind you, but what matters is what lies within you. Okay? Now I'll give you 3 minutes to complete your goal setting. Remember I told you that we're going to do something? And you had a goal when I first started the session, when you closed your eyes, you had a goal. So in your piece of paper, back and forth, there are 6 areas, okay? So let's start with work and career, okay? Put 2 goals on work and career. Now before you write down, let me tell you one thing before you write down. What is the one thing you can do in your business? One thing that has a significant impact on your business. What is the one thing? Write that down. The one thing you can do in your work and career that has significant impact on success. What is that one thing? That's your goal on your work and career. Now, if you could do two things at work, which will have the highest impact on your career and work, what will the second thing be? If there's one thing you can do about your financial life that will have a significant impact on your financial situation, what would that be? What goal do you want to set for the next 90 days that if you did that goal, if you achieve that goal, you'll feel very good about it in 90 days. It'll be a great success for you. What is the one thing you can do in your financial life that will have that impact? Will it be keeping track of your expenses? Will it be trying to be creative of making more revenue? Will it be doing your net worth and having a goal of a net worth in 90 days? What would that be? So there are two things there in finance you can write down about your goal for the next 90 days. And by the way, this is the paper you put in your wallet, and every night before you go to sleep, you read that, and every morning you read that. And by the way, once you finish that paper, and if you're not satisfied about, if you finish this in 90 days, if you're not excited about the result, then change what you put down, because your goals are not exciting. So basically you're asking, what do you want? What do you want in your work? What do you want in your finance? Next one is lifelong learning. What do you want to do in the next 90 days that will have a significant impact on your career, on your life, on your wisdom? What do you want to do in lifelong learning? What books do you want to read? What kind of learning do you want to do? What course do you want to take? What is it that you want to pursue in life which is going to develop your skills in some way or the other? What is the one skill that you can acquire to have a significant impact on your overall life? Every single day that if I don't see them again tomorrow, I'll have no regrets. How will you treat them? How will you treat your children? So put something down that really excites you, that you want to do, it makes you feel inspired. That if you achieve that in 90 days, you'll feel, wow, my life has significantly changed. So what do you like to put in your family as a goal for the next 90 days? Okay, next one is your health. What you do is read your goals from top to down, front page and back page. Read them. And you're reading them to say that in 90 days I've accomplished this. Imagine, okay? Start with it's a done deal. Whatever you put here is a done deal. Okay? Imagine this is a done deal. I'm meeting you after 90 days. Today is 18 July, August, September, October. I'm meeting on 18th October. It's a done deal. How will you feel? How would you feel in 90 days if whatever you put on your paper is done deal? How would you feel? I want you to feel excited. If you haven't feel excited, then revisit your goals. How would you feel? Just read them right now. Yeah? Really? Okay, now close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, this is the final exercise we're doing. Close your eyes. It's a very important exercise, okay guys? This is one thing that's going to be your take home. This is the one thing that's going to be your take home. Close your eyes and get serious. Okay, get committed. Say to yourself, this is the start for my life. This is the start of my life and I'm going to change my life. I'm going to transform my life from today onwards. My life will never be the same again. The goals I wrote down today, I'm committing to myself. This is my promise to myself, that I will make sure that I'll achieve what I promised to achieve in my work. For example, whatever you put down in your work, whether you want to create a great team with ownership mentality, whether you want to make your clients feel a wow when you do their work, that they will recommend you in a heartbeat, whatever it is. You make that promise to yourself in your work, in your lifelong learning, in your finance, in your health, in your spirituality, in your family. And these goals you're committed to, because if you achieve them, you'll feel phenomenal, you'll feel significant. You'll feel your life has now taken a new turn. And now I want to imagine that this 90 days is over and you achieved it. I want to sever that moment. I want you to feel that moment. And I want you to enjoy that moment. I've done it. I've done it. And I feel great. And I'll give you 2 minutes to reflect on it very, very deeply, feeling that success. Gold. This piece of paper is worth $1 million. This piece of paper is worth many more times than your investment of time and money today. Don't throw this piece of paper in garbage. Don't lose it 3 days later. Treasure this piece of paper. Don't forget to read it every night before you go to sleep, and every morning when you wake up, and every time you're depressed, anytime you have a pessimistic thought, open this piece of paper and read it, and you'll find that you'll be energized. Because these are your goals and nobody else's goals. My friends, each one of you here is nature's greatest miracle. Each one of you here is a captain of your own ship. You are the architect of your life. And each one of you here is the master of your destiny. Okay? And this goal that you've got is a done deal. 90 days later, you'll email me and say, Azim, it was a done deal. I made it. Go for it, guys. I believe in you. Thank you very much.
As he's sitting, can we all stand up? Don't go away, don't go away. Can we all stand up once again? Alafu tumpigie makofi mengi mazuri kabisa. Thank you. You've made our day. Wow. You kept your promise, Azim. As you can see, the crowd, no one, maybe few people, maybe 5 they went, but you can see all of them, they're just here. Have a seat. I have a very good message from him. As he promised us. Wow. It was authentic. You can have a seat. Simple, profound, inspiring, relevant, engaging. Tumpigie makofi mengine mazuri kabisa. Asante sana. On his behalf, I'll just let you know that you can follow Azim Jamal on Twitter, Facebook, and other social media vehicles. Find the latest news and ways to stay in touch with Azim at his website, www.corporatesufi.com. For further contact details, please see the 90 days plan. Ametuambia hapa sasa hivi. 6 books from the Corporate Sufi series and a few audio CDs. They're just actually outside there. Guys, you can just go there and pick. There's a book, Business Balance and Beyond, the Corporate Sufi, Power of Giving, Life Balance Sufi Way, the 1 Minute Sufi, 7 Steps of Lasting Happiness. The books and audio CDs are 20,000 Tanzanian shillings each, and if you purchase any 5 copies, you get a free copy of a book or audio CD. And if you wish to have the books or CDs autographed, the man is here. Put your hands together to pick him a coffee. You'll be very happy. You will sign. And if you would like to engage Azim for your corporate or personal coaching, he will be in Dar es Salaam till July 30th. So please give Azim your business card